I say, it's gonna be one of those days with your girl. It's been raining, it's dank outside. I just got off of work not very long ago. I am decompressing. So before we get started, I do not own the rights to any of this music right now. So it's just a random shuffle from my playlist. So we're gonna get what we're gonna get, and I'm gonna try to like use it to channel through music with stuff I'm reviewing. So I have a reading to do actually, from a set of cards that I did not. Week in the Light, Nation of Language, from a deck that I did not finish yesterday. It's the Shaman Oracle cards. So I have that to finish up here at the end if you want to stay tuned, or I might have to make a second one depending on how long this one goes. But for this one, I have bird cards. And these are going to be birds that I've either seen myself, like this blue jay that I almost hit with my car 1111 and flew right in front of me. So that one. These were both birds that I saw in either this deck that I did last night from the past lives one, or this deck that I'm going to do later. That's where these came from. I saw a parrot today online in a video, and a subdivision that I was in today had a duck 144, the 144,000 frequency, not people. Check it out. Anyway, I was in a subdivision today, and they had like this marble type wall thing. You know how like each subdivision has like a name section? Well, this one had like a duck carved into it. So I was like, all right, cool. So I'll leave that alone for a bit. I think I'm good. 212. So before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and do my whole little cleaning ritual thing. Shout out to my Granddad Richard, holding it down always. So let's just get started with the whole ritual thing. Clove, earth, and I still am working with the Himalayan salt, clear quartz, labradorite. All right, so earth, fire. And when I pulled this one, like, what's up with this? I thought it was one, but no, it's two. Two in union. And that's supposed to be what's happening for some people in the collective. They're about to be in union with someone. Two become one. Like the Spice Girls song. And I also pulled one for the white sage. So white sage, copal, but 3 Trinity. That's also been a thing. So fire, and this song's like just a reminder I'm in love. Weekend in love. Fire, so earth, fire, air, or wind. So I'll put this here. Hopefully it will stick because the wax is still kind of hard. Whoa, we don't want that. Yeah, extra fire. Yeah, we don't want that. So we'll just, I guess, lay it on the sides and let it be what it's gonna be and adjust accordingly. Water, Florida water. So earth, fire, wind, water. Go planet. And I'm gonna tell you, the planet's going today. That's why I have my hat and hoodie on, because it's been raining here today. Before I get started, if you know anything about this, not this book, but yeah, this book, I haven't read it yet, but I've been repeatedly seeing this name. So I did some extensive research last night about, you know, who they are. And there's also a NASA program called Artemis. It's, I think, 5 different stages. I have all that screenshot 444 as well. Like, so I'm going to be breaking that down and posting not only about, you know, the mythology of Artemis, but also how that applies into the space program. If you know, you know. So there's that. All right, this song is 9 Inch Nails. Every day is exactly the same. And you know what? For people going through the cycle, repeating life all over again, that's probably exactly how it feels to them. They believe they can see the future because they repeat the same routine. Yeah, well, I don't want to repeat the cycle. I'd like to have something different. So no, today, for example, was not the same. I had a wonderful day. I woke up thinking it was going to be a very heavy energy day. But with me consciously being like, no, even if it is, I'm going to take that energy and I'm going to transmute it, and I'm having a good day today. Well, I was lucky enough that every person that I came across today was just like me. Wanted to go out into this world and reflect love and kindness. It was beautiful. 555. Everywhere I went, even people going through hard circumstances, like being in the hospital with their mother in the ICU, and her not doing that well. But you know what she wanted? Something simple. She wanted a milkshake. Simple, small pleasure. This woman is in ICU, not doing well. And she just wanted a milkshake, man. That's it. Made her day. I was happy to see that moment happen. Like, for real. With her daughters bringing it and everything for her. But, like, a moment like that. I saw this woman downtown today. I posted a video. I'm not going to keep on talking. But anyway, I had a wonderful day because I went into my day being like, okay, maybe if I do run into some bullshit, I'm going to transmute it. No, every day is not going to be the same. We just went through the Pluto and Aquarius, whatever. That shit is happening now. Boop, it's happening. New life, new day, new everything. So with that being said, for me, I actively went out to make sure that every day was not the same. I'm ready for the 20-year cycle of good shit. I don't know about you guys. But anyway, let's get into these cards. So, like I said, Blue Jay. Now, we have plenty of them around here. So, normally I wouldn't necessarily be like, oh, Blue Jay, it's a sign. But like I said, this thing flew in front of my car and I almost hit it. Just barely missed it. Saw all the feathers. It was beautiful right in front of me. So the Blue Jay, the time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. And like I've mentioned before, there's a lot of you guys that are waking right now, and you're starting to realize that you may have gifts. You may have abilities. Now is the time to hone in on them, practice. If you're starting to know signs and synchronicities, notice signs and synchronicities, practice it. Each time you do, acknowledge it. It will happen for you more often. That's how I got here. Practice your gifts. Maybe you have abilities as far as, there's creativity in the air. Maybe you have some type of ability to where you can build or make something. Like, you're a teacher. You have an ability to do something that you're gifted at. Just do it. Now is the time to do it. But as you do it, especially if you are getting rewarded for it and you're getting recognition for it, please be humble. Have some humility about yourself and control yourself from reverting back to your previous self, which is ego and pride. Duck. And my pastor's last name is Duck. So, Duck. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. And their congregation is having church. They have it on Sunday and Wednesday night. But yeah, Pastor Duck is over there. I saw a duck on the subdivision wall. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. Like I just told you a couple of things today that happened for me that may have been like simple for some, but for me were a great way for me to access energy. Me putting myself out into the world and instantly receiving a situation and people that were able to reflect what I wanted to feel, what I wanted to be around through simple things. And that's what I keep on trying to preach over and over and over. Yes, big things are great. Big things will come. But in the meantime, create small moments. You can control that. Maybe cut your TV off for a second and focus on something else. Maybe put your phone away and spend time with your family, your dogs. If you like to eat, go out and eat. I love to eat. I'm a foodie. I find pleasure in stuff like that. And like I said, those are activities I'll go and do by myself. I don't care. Matter of fact, there's a concert coming here in Lynchburg. I can't believe it. Shaky Graves. I've seen him twice already. He's coming here to Lynchburg next month. I don't care if I have to buy a ticket for myself. I am going. And that's just facts. That makes me happy. And that's a big moment, small moment. Like, there's grander things, but like, same with this band, Ghost, one of my favorite bands. One of the concerts I allowed myself to see the year that I was rebuilding my life, when I said, you know what, no, fuck it, I'm gonna do any and everything that makes me happy. Because I started focusing on what I wanted to do. So I did what I wanted to do, and if people wanted to come along, the more the merrier. But it was like not necessary. Like, cool, I'm going over here to enjoy this concert. I like this band. You want to go? Nah? Okay, cool, I'm going by myself. Sometimes you just got to do that. But you do have the support around you. Let me find that card from yesterday. There's a couple of them. So the doves, and that's why I have the dove card, because it's from this too. Soul Ties, Twin Flame Connections, and Atlantis. And that's going to be really relevant when you see these other cards and something else that I tell you about spirit animals in a second. But see, 2 dolphins. So dolphins are one of the spirit animals I'm going to go over in a minute. But 2 is for Soul Ties, Twin Flame Connections, Soul Tribe Connections, like the relationships outside of you that you want to take forward with you into the future. From the other reading the other night for Pluto and Aquarius, it was talking about, you know, people getting married and stuff, coming together, a culmination, a community, friendships and stuff coming together. So that, to me, is absolutely support. I mean, of course, you have support all around you, especially if you're going to be getting that new job. Maybe you might be the boss and you may need staff. That has to do a little bit with what I'm going to be reading about with the oracles. Stay tuned, like I said. This all ties in together. Next, Parrot. Now, this is the one I saw online. There were 2 of them. Let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It's time to embrace who you really are. Let it go. Let that through the spillways of your soul. Let it go. Let it mist away from you like the smoke from these incense. Ghost it away from you. Who cares what they think? Remember, right now, you're supposed to be focused on yourself and what you want. Yes, it's great to have people that support you, but ultimately, it's your life. It's your choices. They're your desires, your dream, your job, your relationship, you. And we've been taught that you is selfish to a certain extent. Yes, to a certain extent, when it's all about you, then yes. But keep in mind that your decisions that you're making for yourself greatly affect other people outside of you, which is why sometimes what you're wishing for is not manifesting, because it's supposed to be for the highest good of everyone, not just for yourself. Especially with the time we're going in right now, ego is not the way to be. That is not the move. So you're going to have to go ahead and let go of other people's thoughts and opinions of you. Embrace yourself, your authentic self. Let people find you for who you really are. Why do you want people around you that don't really know you, including your family? Why would you hide away the most special, unique, probably loving qualities of yourself from people? No, thank you. As my cats are fighting in the background right now in confirmation, no, thank you. You don't need to be fighting with people over who you are and what your identity is. You stand firm and true in yourself. The end. Okay, we're on a ghost run right now. A monstrous clock. So tick tock, tick tock. You need to get in line. You need to get in balance. Eagle. And I think that there was a card actually either from this reading or the one when I did the tarot deck for Pluto and keep saying Capricorn, because as I've heard, it's actually in Capricorn, not Aquarius. But you know, Pluto and Aquarius, There was something that was talking about this not being the right timing for like maybe family get-togethers and holidays and stuff. Like, it's just not a good time. And also there was a part that was talking about getting into alignment, like the natural rhythm of life, circadian rhythm, like the ebb and flow of the moon and the waves, just the, you know what I'm saying. I don't need to get too deep into it, but if you're here watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you got to get into that, like, now this song's gonna be talking about some Lucifer right here, and people have their different beliefs on this. I like this for the song. I don't read too much into the music, so if some of you guys are offended by the fact that he's singing this, then I completely understand if you want to disengage at this time. There is no satanicness going on over here. And for those that do follow that, like I said, to each their own. I am judging no one for their religious beliefs, for their spiritual beliefs. As long as you are coming to me with love and kindness and understanding, and your choices are made for the greater good of everyone, then whatever. You know, everything's just labeled anyway to be divisive. At the end of the day, most of us are all saying the same thing. So, gotta get into that. And that's how your heartbeat has a beat too, you know. You got to get into it. Get into the groove, like Madonna says. Eagle. And this is going to be because there is a card that is inside of, and I'll show you guys real quick so you could just get a quick preview of what you're going to be seeing, okay? I'm going to do them fast. See, there's the eagle. And I'm not going to give you the rest of it. You got to stay tuned. But, like, look at that preview, though. Now, yes, we should come together as one, but not necessarily, you know. But who are we to say what is true and what is not? Things have been so just misconstrued and so many secrets and lies, specifically in the church, but I'm not going to get down that rabbit hole right now. And I'm also not trying to create divisiveness between people that are of Christian faith. I am not attacking y'all's faith. I'm just saying there's a lot of missing pieces to the puzzle. And specifically, since church and state used to basically be the same thing, the churches ran the governments. So it is just ingrained into it naturally. So I'm just saying, now is a time where there's a lot of stuff being uncovered, specifically having to do with governments and churches and how they're very much still intertwined. Eagle. You're leaving all aspects of spiritual connection and, no, you're learning all aspects of spiritual connection and you're reaching new heights. And that's true. Like I said, there's a lot of you guys that have gifts, abilities. You're psychic, you have clairs, you know. You're using your talents at this time to help other people. And you might not even know it. You could just be doing it by having conversations, which is something I've been running across a lot lately, is me just having conversations with people online that know things. They're not out there trying to, you know, be a face or anything. I volunteered to do this. I could get into great detail as to how I got here, but some of you guys aren't ready for that message. Some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Karmic contracts. This was mine. So, yes. Some of you guys, you're, you know, reaching new heights with your abilities. Mine, specifically in the last 2 weeks, have drastically heightened. Drastically. Like, big-ass learning curve happened. Or you're having a spiritual connection because you're building one with, like, you're starting to know your ancestors are there with you. You're connecting with them. Or you have certain angels that you feel like you want to connect with. Like Archangel Michael, for example. He's out there protecting everybody. So if you just want to start out with an angel, start out with him. He's a great place to start, just like these are great crystals to start. Himalayan salt and clear quartz. Archangel Michael is a good angel to start with. He is there to protect you. Call upon him if you need that protection. So build your relationship with your ancestors. Build your relationships with your angels, your ascended masters. And some of us, like myself, we don't work with love and light all the time. Like I do, like I pivot in and out. I'm in the shadows, I'm in the light. I'm in the darkness, I'm in the sun. Like I'm back and forth continuously. Like when I'm here with you guys, this is the love and light shit. But sometimes I gotta go into some really dark places to pull other people out of their shit. I have to sit with them and meet them where they're at. And a lot of people can't do that. And trust me, I can't do it for long periods of time because I'm an empath, so I naturally take on other people's stuff. But I do try to make myself available for people that are still very much in their darkness, in their depression, self-deprecation, all of that. It's low self-esteem. I try to be a good friend for people like that. But when it gets to a point to where they are not accepting my advice, or I'm starting to have to mirror back to them what they're doing and they're not learning from it, then that's when I have to pull my power back to me because I'm taking on their situation and their stuff too much. I have to allow them to have their tower moments. I tell people all the time, I am a mirror. 21:11. And it's true. I am a mirror. You get what you give me. The end. So yes, you're building these connections. Like I said, for me, I have dark, divine, feminine deities that I work with. And apparently somebody that has been trying very, very hard to get my attention, Lolly, you can get out of the plant, ma'am, is Artemis. Which is why I'm going down the wormhole. Maybe some of you guys can relate. Maybe you already have that relationship or already know. Which brings me to these cards right quick. For some reason, these were shuffled into these cards. I don't know how they got there. I've never even seen this one before. I've seen this one, but I've never seen this one before. And coincidentally, with the reading from last night, discussing how there's a lot of childhood wounds and or how the government and the church is ran under more of a father figure role, for then this to show up, 2222, I'm saying soul ties. Did you guys just see that light flick? Soul tie connection, spirit team. The mothers are here. You see, look at them. They're all nurturing, sitting there, educating their children, creating a warm environment, because the women are trying to, and not just women, I mean the divine feminine energy is ready to balance this shit out. So you're going to start to notice a shift. You're going to start to notice people getting more into their Martin Luther King phase and less into their Malcolm X phase. Because trust me, I was all up in there. For a second, I was like, okay, y'all want to do this? Fuck that. I got boots. I got, stuff. I'm not going to tell y'all what I got, but I got stuff. I'm ready. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. And that's where I still am. I pay attention and I stay ready, so I ain't got to get ready. Because this is the energy that we've been living under for a while. That whole, making everybody feel like they're the prey, like they're being hunted. This whole bully mentality shit that made you feel like you had to be on guard and cautious all the time because it was this very masculine energy. Well, the world is starting to get sick of living in this survival mode, fight or flight shit over here where we're triggered all the time by the bully. We want the nurturing shit. We want to be able to breathe. We want to be able to live. We want to be able to love. Balance. Look. Son and daughter. Balance. Duality. I don't know about you, but I'm all about this right here. That's not even my mother, but I want to sit in her lap. Just saying. So there was this, but there was also this card. And that's going to go back to a spirit animal thing and past lives. So right now, these past lives right now are heavy in rotation. If you have any kind of connection, you feel drawn to this, Maybe you feel like you were reincarnated from this time period. You have had a fascination with it for some reason. Maybe you've had a fascination for some reason because the things you're fascinated by, 2444, aren't facts and things that you're learning about. They're things to remind you of memories. And like I said, we can get way deep down it. Sometimes I'm way down the hole. Those that want to talk about it, I'm here. I got a lot of knowledge on it. Some of you guys aren't ready for that. Some of you guys are not ready. Waiting room. Yes. In essence, you guys are in the waiting room right now. It's kind of like the movie Beetlejuice. Like when they transition from the living to the dead. There's the waiting room. Some of you guys are sitting up in the waiting room right now. You're not ready to take the pill. You're content with being over there, being in the matrix. But some of you guys are in the waiting room trying to figure this shit out right now. Things are starting to like snap a little bit, make sense. You're kind of having those, oh, maybe. And you're starting to be a little bit more open-minded. Yeah, trust me, I was you at one point in time. Very much you at one point in time where I was like, this shit over here, these people over here, like... But then stuff started to happen for me in my life and I couldn't deny it anymore. It was in front of my face. I was very much in a 4 of Cups energy, looking at all the distractions, the 3 cups on the ground, instead of the 1 in my face. And I don't know if I have those tarot cards around me. But anyway, if you know what a 4 of Cups card looks like, there's 3 cups on the bottom, and then there's 1 that's like hovering right in front of their face. That's how in 2626, repeating cycles. That's exactly what I was going to say. The people repeating cycles right now, repeating the pattern, did not learn, did not heal from their past trauma. They are distracted by the cups on the ground and they're missing the chalice right in front of their face. The Carpenter, Jesus, Indiana Jones cup sitting right there because you're distracted by the shiny objects. But anyway, these. So Mother and Greco-Roman. Let me close out these bird cards right quick and then I'll get into the spirit animal thing. And yeah, I'm going to have to go into a second one for this. But I am going to do them. Time for crime. Yep. Some of y'all. That's been a thing that's been popping up. This is Orion. You know how I feel about coincidences. And you guys that are into astrology and all of that know exactly what Orion is. I do not need to sit here and school you in it. And if I do, please educate yourself. There's such thing as Google. Use it, please and thank you. Well, Orion, time for crime. Absolutely. I told you. For the last couple of days, there has been this energy of someone lying. Someone lying. Someone stealing. Time for crime. Crime that's going to get your ass locked up. So take it as it resonates. It might not be your particular experience, but there are like parallel stories happening within the collective. That's why I'm always like, take what resonates. Bits and pieces may apply to you, some may not. Discard what does not and take what does. But yes, some of you guys are dealing with some people that have been doing some really, really super deep shit. And when they have their tower moments, those tower moments is going to get them in some trouble. Some legal trouble. So, Dove, this is the last bird card. It means peace. This bird is going to be stuck in a damn cage. It's not going to find any peace. If you are a karmic and you're repeating the cycle, good luck with that. You will not be flying high like an eagle. You're going to be over in a cage more like the parrots in the pet store. All right, Dove. This energy just went down, so I'm going to have to take a break before I come back in there because I just got that heavy, sad shit energy. Like, somebody's feeling it. Dove, feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality. So yeah, the ones of you that have made the choices to where even if you don't know what's happening next, you still for some reason are not worried. There's this contentment and there's this calmness inside of you. You just believe that everything's going to work out somehow, some way. You have just completely released control. You know which direction you want to go. You know who you would like to take with you. Like, we are full steam ahead. We are left. Pick the path that we want to go. So full steam ahead. So that's why you feel peace inside of yourself. Like you are being divinely guided. That's why it's a divine quality. So good luck, guys. I hope you got something from this. I will be returning with the next ones, which are the Shaman Oracle, shortly after I take a break. I say I love you guys. Uh-oh. Beans is here. And you guys know, if you've been following me, when she shows up, she is my dark divine deity cat. When she shows up, that means that there is energy that I need to be protected from. So I'm going to go ahead and spray myself with the Florida water again. Take a break. Kind of say a prayer or two, get my energy back, because apparently I'm going to need it. But I love you guys. Let me know how you've been enjoying this, how things are going for you guys. Feedback. I love the feedback. I love the engagement. I have really enjoyed getting to know some of you guys that way. So let me know what's going on with you guys for sure. I love you. To the next one.